educators, behavior analysts, anyone who's interested in understanding behavior, especially those that work with learners on the autism spectrum. So, as you probably know, my son is on the severe end of the autism spectrum. And what I wanted to share with you was that he had a behavior that was just really loud clapping. So this is about 9 years ago. It was very disruptive. It impeded his ability to go into the community. It impeded a lot of things. We couldn't go out into a movie theater if he's going to be clapping really loud. So basically, my son Ben would have these really loud clapping noises. Our functional analysis and our functional behavior assessment indicated that the clapping was because it felt good. It was internal or automatic reinforcement, self-stimulatory behavior. So in other words, he would clap in the absence of any socially mediated stimuli. So he's going to do it whether you're around or not, whether you reinforce it, whether you react to it, he's going to clap. So after exhausting many positive strategies with Ben, and none of them working, all these things, we tried to reinforce incompatible behaviors. Nothing seemed to compete with the clapping and the loud noise and the feeling that he got out of it. So what we did is we did a sensory extinction procedure. So the ABA geeks like me, the term would be sensory extinction. And we got different approvals, and I had another behavior analyst, so that's not a conflict of interest, implement this. I had another behavior analyst and other members in the community to take a look at what I was doing to make sure it wasn't inappropriate, because I don't want to be a conflict as his father, and they also approved it. So what we did is we came up with a sensory masking procedure where he wore a glove. So whenever he started the clapping, he would get a warning like, Ben, stop, or the glove. And then if he continued the clapping, we just put a glove on his hand. So what would happen was he would clap, and the clapping did not produce that automatic reinforcement and that sound that was so pleasurable to him. It resulted in decreases in clapping. Number one, because it didn't produce reinforcement, because it was muffled. Number two, he didn't like the feeling of the glove being on his hand. And what's kind of funny about that is it was great. It was awesome. We were able to fade the glove. Pretty soon we just had the glove sitting in our pockets, and he might look at the glove and decide not to clap. He might be starting to clap, see that you have the glove, and then stop, which was great. So we never actually found a replacement behavior for that, but that would have been optimal. Now what was interesting was that my mom, for the first time, because it's my stepson, my mom for the first time met my stepson Ben. And we had a little family function. It was for a birthday, and he was doing the clapping, so we had to put the glove on temporarily. My mom saw him with the glove, didn't understand that he had limitations, and he came over and put his hand out because he wanted her to take off the glove. But she was like, "Oh, Ben, so great to meet you," and shook his hand. And we all it was kind of funny that we had to explain to her the deficits, but Ben tremendously improved with that. His quality of life was tremendous, and he was able to do so many more things because he wasn't out in public making really loud noises. He was able to experience things in life that really improved his life.